O.D. Harris Media.
Good evening, everyone. This is O.D. Harris with a very special O.D. Harris Media. I'm here with the student minister, Abdul Sharrieff Muhammad. This man is very humble man. I got a chance to get to know him and learn more about him. I read your bio. I did a lot of research and homework, and this is the man that I need to know. Now, a lot of what he does, he's a very humble man. He's very humble in his approach and everything he do. He all does this from faith.
Yes.
You're a man of faith. You're a man that really enjoy helping the community. I noticed before you taking on the task of 10,000 Fearless, you also already had a 501c3. You already been feeding the homeless. You had already been doing a lot of these different things. For you to take on this call is such an honor for me to be here with you on my platform, and I pray that it just goes everywhere because everyone needs to hear this message. So everyone, welcome student minister Abdul Sharrieff Muhammad.
Thank you.
Thank you. So how are you doing today?
I'm on top of the world.
You're on top of the world. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. So can you tell us more? I want people to know more about you. You are such a phenomenal man. Every black man mentor. I mean, I really just, man, I'm honored just to be here, man. So can you tell everyone that don't know who you are, can you tell them a little bit more about you and how long you've been actively involved in the community?
Well, my name is Student Minister Abdul Sharrieff Muhammad, Southern Regional Representative of Mr. Louis Farrakhan. It's my honor to be here. Thank you all so very much for allowing me to be on your show.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm over the Southern Region. I'm over Mississippi, Tennessee, and Alabama, as well as Georgia. Just your brother, doing the work to help out Mr. Louis Farrakhan any way I can. That's your brother.
That's what's up. But you not only are you helping him with his cause and making sure that you're doing a very good job as far as being a servant leader. And I see that when I went on your Twitter and your Facebook, I was surprised you do all your tweets. Oh my, you know what I'm saying? We really need to step it up. But can you tell us more about what you're doing in the community and tell us more about how you're trying to impact the community?
Well, what we're doing in the community, especially I want to go back and tell you, starting at the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March.
Okay.
Donald Louis Farrakhan told us, they say, I want you to go back and expand the LOC. That's the local organizing committee. And then go after the 10,000 Fearless. When we came back to Atlanta, that's exactly what we did. But what we do in the community, we feed on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We feed the community over 200 people each day. We give out clothes. We give shoes out. We have people to come by, and we took them to them. We have school for the young people in the evening time. On Saturday, we have a young brothers class. And we have the dentist, people in dentistry, we direct them to get their teeth fixed. Anything, any service that you can mention in the community that's needed, that's what we do.
Wow, that's so great. Now tell us about your history. You've been doing this community work for a very long time, for years.
Yes, 1980. Ever since 1980, I've been out in the community doing the work, serving our people.
You know what? I was reading your bio, and you tell us about your faith. Tell us about your faith and what you're doing with your faith and showing people the man of God that you are through your works that you're doing.
Well, first of all, I want everybody to know that I'm Muslim, under the leadership of Mr. Louis Farrakhan. My faith in God has always been strong. In fact, my faith in God was strong before I became a Muslim, because I was born Christian. And there's not that much difference, really. The principles are the same. But found Islam more active. And that's what I've taken on when I've been down to Louis Farrakhan. To make your religion proactive. And that's what we do. And I love it. And I love training men. That's my passion. To train young men and make the young boys men. And that's what's missing in our community right now. Our young men need mentors. And we have a summer camp this summer that we're having on teach the young men how to do mechanic work, how to change the oil in the car, the basic training that you don't even get in the schools anymore. But the young men, most single family homes, the little young men need to help their mothers. That's what we're doing this summer, to teach them the basic training of what's going on in families now.
Okay, so tell us more about the 10,000 Fearless. What are you trying to go? We're in Phoenix, Arizona. This is the second state to step up and take on the call. Can you tell us more about what the plans are for 10,000 Fearless and where you're trying to go with that?
Well, just what we're going with by the instructions of Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan. He wanted us to take 10,000 Fearless men and women to go in the community and stand between the guns and our young brothers to stop them from killing one another. And that's what we're attempting to do right now. And that's why we're in the community, and he wants to make our community a decent place to live and safe. So that's why when you see the patrol cars around here, that's why we can patrol our own community. We don't need nobody outside our community to patrol for us. We can do it ourselves. We can paint up our own house, clean up our own community. And that's why we want to send a message. Stop begging others to do for us what we can do for ourselves.
Come on, you talking now.
See,
You talking.
Well, that's the basic teaching, right? Because we can do it.
Yes, sir.
All we have to do is unite.
That's right. You know what? You strategically, you chose the worst part of Phoenix.
Mhm.
And I don't know about you, brother. I respect your cause because I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I could be out there in the community. I've seen what you did. I've seen what you guys did in Atlanta. And what you done is absolutely incredible. You took that abandoned house that was sitting on some dubs, if I can say that, and you reconstructed it so that way it could be an inviting place for the community. And now you're in Phoenix, Arizona, doing the same thing and talking to these gang leaders. Have there been any squirms or anything that we should know, or how are you approaching this? This is crazy. I mean, I'm dumbfounded, I'm going to be honest with you.
No, but what's happening now, we haven't had any problem. See, the so-called gangbangers, we call street organizations.
Okay.
Those are young men that have God in them too. But right now, there's no economic place for them to go now. So they're using selling drugs, and then that causes them to be able to fight on so-called turf. But when we go among them, we touch the God that's in them. Mm-hmm. And all they want is a safe place for them to be able to come and work economically. What we want to do is turn that entrepreneurship that they have in drugs and put it in the right direction. And when we meet with them and talk, the first thing they say with them, what can I do besides this? So that's what we have to provide jobs for our people.
Yes, sir. So I want to say this, and then I know that you're going to have to get going. We got to wrap this interview up. But I want to ask you this particular question. You've been doing this for years. You're stepping up. You're taking the call on, and now you're 10,000 fearless. You're working. You're on a flying campaign, a state-to-state campaign. But many of you all may not know he's a well-traveled man, traveling to over 6 continents. He goes and he goes and he goes. I want to ask you, how do you balance all this with faith and family? Because you have a large family, and you've been married for 25 years, which is 30. Wow, stand correct, 32 years. So you've been doing all this for many years. How do you maintain the balance? And what would you say to young brothers like myself that's trying to get where you are, successfully in marriage, successfully in God, and successfully in faith? How do I get to where you are?
Well, I say, first of all, whoever you marry, they need to be on the same page that you are. Often what happens, people get married and they're not on the same page. My wife was dedicated to the same program that I'm dedicated. So when I'm gone, she's still working. See, when she's not doing, if you have a wife and she's not involved in what you're doing, then now she's worried about where you are and pulling on you. Now you got to make a decision. Well, should I go back home? Should I go to work? Well, I don't have no problem going to work. But then I know when to go home when what I have to do.
Right.
So that's the balance. You got to know that your wife is involved in the same thing you involved, and she understands that you're on a mission for God. See, it's different being on a mission for God and being on a mission for the devil now.
Right.
Right.
Right. That's right.
That's our balance, keep the balance, because she's on a mission for God also.
So how can two walk together unless they agree?
That's right.
So you know what? You've given us so much knowledge. Is there any last thoughts you want to leave with us today?
I would like to say for those of you that are in Phoenix, please come to the 10,000 Fearless headquarters in Phoenix and help support what's going on here. It's so important. You can give an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and if you can't give time, give money. We got work to do over in Phoenix with all our people, and they need the support.
Absolutely. Well, this has been great. I want to thank you so much for coming on this very special episode that I have, O.D. Harris Media. I want to also thank you, too, for your time. Can you let everyone know how to follow you? What's your platform that they can follow you on?
They can call, you can go online and you'll see 10,000 Fearless from Atlanta. Or you can call this number, 773-447-3205. 773-447-3205. You can get all the answers you want.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank you. Can you give us one last tidbit? What state you headed to next?
Birmingham.
Oh, y'all better watch out, Birmingham. And he's coming through, student minister. Abdul Sharrieff Muhammad here with OD Harris Media. Thank you, sir, for your time. Thank you, and I appreciate you. I love you too, man. Hey, much work to do. 10,000 fearless.
10,000 fearless.
10,000 fearless. We signing out. Men and women. 10,000 fearless. We signing out. Thank you so much.
OD Harris Media.